ಭಗವೈರಿಯಂತೆ ಧ್ಯಾನವ ಮಾಡಲರಿಯೇ ದೇವಕಿಯಂತೆ ಮುದ್ದಿಸಾಲರಿಯೇ ಭಗವೈರಿಯಂತೆ ಧ್ಯಾನವ ಮಾಡಲರಿಯೇ ದೇವಕಿಯಂತೆ ಮುದ್ದಿಸಾಲರಿಯೇ ಕರುಣಿಸೋ ರಂಗ ಕರುಣಿಸೋ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಇರುಳು ಹಗಲು ನಿನ್ನ ಸ್ಮರಣೆ ಒದಗುವಂತೆ ಕರುಣಿಸೋ ಕರುಣಿಸೋ ರಂಗ ಬಲಿಯಂದೆ ದಾನವ ಅಡಲರಿಯೇ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಬಲಿಯಂದೆ ದಾನವ ಅಡಲರಿಯೇ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಭಕ್ತಿ ಚಲವನರಿಯೇ ಪ್ರಹ್ಲಾದನಂತೆ ಹೋಲಿಸಲರಿಯೇ ಅರ್ಜುನನಂತೆ ಸಕನಾಗಿ ಸಲಗಿಕೊಳ್ಳೋ ಪುರಂದರ ವಿಠಲ ಹೋಲಿಸಲರಿಯೇ ಅರ್ಜುನನಂತೆ ಸಕನಾಗಿ ಸಲಗಿಕೊಳ್ಳೋ ಪುರಂದರ ವಿಠಲ ಕರುಣಿಸೋ ರಂಗ ಕರುಣಿಸೋ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಇರುಳು ಹಗಲು ನಿನ್ನ ಸ್ಮರಣೆ ಒದಗುವಂತೆ ಕರುಣಿಸೋ ಕರುಣಿಸೋ ರಂಗ
Good afternoon. Welcome to Namaste 2020, a global Utsava of Indian soft power being conducted by Center for Soft Power. Indic Academy, my name is Hari Kiran, I'm founder of Indic Academy. And Indic Academy is an institution that's working towards a global renaissance of Indic civilizational thought. We seek to preserve, promote, and protect our civilizational thought across intellectual, cultural, and spiritual dimensions. We do this by establishing centers of excellence, transforming intellectuals, and building an ecosystem. We have now established 3 centers of excellence. One is the Inter-Gurukula University Center. One is a Center for Indigenous Sustainability. And the third is the Center for Soft Power. We look at soft power as a means to promote our culture globally and also preserve it within India. Since its establishment in the last 2 years, under the able directorship of Srimati Vijayalakshmi Vijay Kumar and her team, Aparna Sridhar, Varsha Venkatraman, as well as Arunima Gupta, the center has made several strides in preserving and promoting our culture. We look at our culture across several dimensions: spirituality, yoga, cuisine, handicrafts, visual arts, performing arts, music, films, language, literature, tourism. And across these dimensions, we try to understand what are the things that need preservation within India, as well as how do we promote this globally. We have a digital platform, softpowermag.com, wherein we feature people who are exporting our culture, people who are promoting our culture globally, as well as people who are consuming our culture. There are many non-Indians, Indophiles, who consume our culture, and we feature them through the interviews and conversations. We have done several events in the last 1 year, and we are now conducting this festival, global festival, celebrating our soft power for a month. We have conducted it in the last 2 weekends, and this is the third weekend. And this festival, across several disciplines, it's been beautifully crafted and curated by our director and her team. This morning, in fact, we had a very good session on transdisciplinary thinking. And this is followed today immediately by Ganita, a session on Vedic mathematics by Gaurav Tekriwal. And in the evening, we have Kolam. See the beauty of this curation that we have about how there's a cultural aspect of the Kolam, and in the afternoon, we are having mathematics. In the morning, we have about transdisciplinary thinking. So I must congratulate the team, Vijayalakshmi kind of team, for this kind of a curation. I now request Varsha to introduce our speaker for this afternoon, Gaurav Tekriwal. Welcome you all.
Thank you, Hariji. Namaste, everyone. The invocation today was rendered by Vedant Shri Govind, a class 8 student from Shri Kumaran's Children's Home in Bangalore, and he has been learning Carnatic music since 8 years and the Veena since 2.5 years. So I'm now pleased to introduce Shri Gaurav Tekriwal, who will be heading today's workshop, Ganita. A few lines about Gaurav. Gaurav is the founder president of the Vedic Maths Forum India and has been imparting Vedic mathematics skills over the past 18 years across the globe. He has authored 2 books, Math Sutras from Across the World and Math Sutras, The Art of Indian Speed Calculation. Through television programs, workshops, DVDs, and books, he has taken the Vedic mathematics system to over 4 million students in India, in the US, in UAE, Ghana, Colombia. He's a 7-time TEDx speaker and has been awarded by the Honorable Governor of Bengal for his contribution to the field of Vedic mathematics. With this brief introduction, I ask Gaurav to take over. I hope everyone has a fun time learning math. Over to you, Gaurav.
So firstly, I would like to thank the organizers and Hari Bhai, Varsha ji, Aparna ji for inviting me today here to talk to everybody about the concepts of Vedic mathematics. So it's a privilege and an honor to be here. And today, for the next an hour or so, I'll be introducing you to concepts of Vedic maths. So India has a rich, diverse, and intellectual past. India is applauded and known the world over thanks to its contributions, advancements, and achievements in many fields since time immemorial. It is one of the greatest ancient civilization, and because of its glory and heritage, it is respected worldwide. India gives solutions to the world's problems. Through its ingenious solutions, help the world advance and progress, especially in the fields of science and mathematics. Zero is one of the greatest contributions from the times of Aryabhatta in the 5th century. India also invented the decimal number system, which is used to this day among other mathematical concepts. India had a series of astronomers and mathematicians like Bhaskaracharya, Brahmagupta, Madhava from the Kerala school, who worked relentlessly and made path-breaking achievements possible. It is in this context that a spiritual guru, who was also a mathematician, wrote a book in early 20th century in India. As the legend grows, he went into solitude in the forest of South India between 1911 to 1918, meditated and researched for nearly a decade, and came up with an ingenious way to speed up mathematical calculations mentally. Much has changed after over 55 years since the book was published. The academic student community in general loves the methods given by Tirthaji, who is also known as the father of Vedic mathematics. It is important for mental mathematics and is important among competitive exam aspirants, cannot be denied. So today we could be starting off with some of his methods on multiplication. And if time permits, we look into some of the methods for squaring, cubing, and other higher applications of mathematics. So let's get started with mental math multiplication. Let's start today with multiplication by 11. Okay. So if all of you can listen me loud, can I hear a shout out from everybody?
Yeah, Gaurav.
Hear me all right? Can just say yes.
Yeah, we can hear you.
All right, all right. So how do we multiply 32 with 11? So in Vedic mathematics, all you need to do is split 3 and 2 as shown on the board. Step 1, just split 3 and 2 and you see there's a space in between. Now, to cover up that space, just add 3 plus 2, which gives you a 5. So your answer becomes 300 and is as simple as that. Whenever you have to multiply any 2-digit number with 11, all you need to do is just split the numbers and add them up and put the number in between. So your answer here becomes 35. Let's go ahead. Okay, can you give me the answer for the first one? Everybody on the chat box given to you. Can you please just type in your answers for the first one and the second one? Because just check your answer. Thanks, Abba, that's correct. 495, yes. That is indeed the first answer. Yes, Meghna. And the second one? Yes, Soumya. It's 825. So you see, in the second one, there's a carryover. 7 plus 5 would give you a 12. And there's this one as a carryover. So we add 7 to 1, it becomes 825, right? So in Vedic maths, the father of Vedic math had given two kinds of systems. One is the generalized technique, which is applicable to all the numbers. And then there are special techniques which are applicable only to a certain group of numbers, like we have seen here in the case of 11. I'll be taking you all to another special technique, which is called the base method. It is used to multiply numbers. The base method is used to multiply numbers very close to the powers of 10, like 10, 100, 1000, and so on. And with this method, it becomes really simple and easy. So we start with the foundations. We all know the answer to this is 8 times 7 is 56. But we're going to learn it in the way Tirthaji has shown us. And then we'll expand it to other numbers. All right. So tell me, is 8 above 10 or below 10? Type it in the chat box. Is 8 above 10 or below 10? Right, Ayushi and Mitesh. Yes. Below by how much? Right. It's below by 2. So just write minus 2 there. Because it's below, right? Minus 2. And by how much is 2, right? So you write minus 2 there. And for 7, it's minus 3. Now, the first step which you need to do is subtract crosswise. Okay, you can take that down. you need to subtract crosswise like this. See the arrows. Either you subtract 8 minus 3, which gives you 5, or you do 7 minus 2, which also gives you 5. So the first rule is you subtract crosswise. And the second rule is you multiply vertically like this. Okay? So what is minus 3 times minus 2? Exactly, it's 6. And that's your answer, 56. All right, so 2 rules from here. The first rule, we subtract crosswise. And the second rule is that we multiply vertically, as shown in the problem here. Subtract crosswise, multiply vertically. Let's go to the next sum. 8 times 5. We all know the answer here also is 40. And we can quickly solve this. So 8 is less than 10 by 2. So we write minus 2. And for 5, what do we write? 5 is less than 10 again by 5. So write minus 5. Good job, Ayushi. And then we subtract crosswise like this. So 8 minus 5 or 5 minus 2. They both give you 3. Okay. And the second part of the answer, you multiply vertically like this. You multiply vertically, and that gives you 5 times 2. That gives you 10. This 1 is extra, which you can see here. So this gets carried over. So 3 plus 1 would give you 4. And your answer would be 40. I have a question for you. How would you know that this 1 is an extra? 8 and 5 are both near to 10, so 10 is our base. And 10 has how many zeros? 10 has 1 0, right? So on the right hand side, yes, Mitesh, good job. On the right hand side, there should be 1 digit. If there's an extra digit, it is carry forwarded and added to the left hand side. So 3 plus 1 is 4, and 0 comes down. So your answer becomes 40. Now I'm going to give you a slightly larger sum in context. Try that, everybody, and give me the answer. Please try the answer. These two numbers are near to 100. So your base is 100 here. All right. So come up with an answer. Abha, Abhijay, Ayushi, Mitesh. That's right, Mitesh. 9603. Lovely. Let's do this sum together, everybody. All right. So 99 is more than 100 or less than 100? It's less than 100 by 1, right? So you write minus 0, 1 like this. Why do you write minus 0, 1? Remember, 100 has 2 zeros. So on the right hand side, there should be 2 digits. Okay. So just because we don't forget that, we write a minus 0. Okay. For 97, we write minus 03 like this. Okay. And now we subtract crosswise like this or like this. Both will give you the same answer as 96. That's the first part of your answer. All right. Now, to do the second part of your answer, you just need to multiply 03 with 01 like this. And 03 with 01 is 03. And that's your answer, 96. right? So far, if you have any questions, please type it in the chat box and I'll be happy to take it up. If you have any questions, please type it in the chat box and I'll be happy to take it up so far. All right, let's try the next sum. 98 times 97. Like all of you to try it. Please type in the answer in the chat box. Come on, everybody. Try this. It's simple. It's not difficult at all. The base is here 100, right? Right, Ayushi, right, Radha? Yes, Abha. Awesome. So you have minus 0.2 and minus 0.3. And then you subtract crosswise like this or like this. And you come up with your answer as 25. And you multiply 0.3 with 0.2 vertically, which gives you 0.6. That's your answer. 95. Sandeep, just check your answer. It should be 9506. Why 06? What is the base here? The base here is 100. 100 has two zeros. So on the right hand side, there should be 2 digits. All right. So 6 is there. Put a 0 before that because there should be 2 digits here. Put a 0 before the 6 and your answer becomes 950. Good job. I'm going to give you 4 sums, everybody. Quickly try them. This is A, B, C, and D. Yes, Mitesh, I have a great question for you. So this question which you're giving me, I will cover it in few slides, okay? And what if is one number is 1 digit and the other one is 2 digits? We'll just cover that. Let's finish this. It will come to part 3 of my talk today. Okay, guys, come on, quickly do the sums on the board so that we can move on. The first answer is 7744. Thanks, Mitesh and Ayushi. Abha, you jumped in with the right answer. That's correct. Super. Come on, guys, try the next few sums. B, C, and D. And if you have any questions, always feel free to ask me. Yes, Mitesh. It is indeed 7566. Just write this here. Good job, guys. This is 7566. This is 7656. Please match your answers. Thanks, Shamya. The last one out there is 54. Would you like me to solve any one of them? Please tell me now. I'd be happy to do that. Yes, Sandeep, that's correct. 7566. You do them, complete them. Yes, Sandeep, the other one is also 7656. All right, now let's move on. Let's try this one quickly. and then we'll move on to above the base. Come on, quickly do this. 996 times 997. Same rule applies here. Just that the base is 1000. 996 times 997. Yes, Ayushi, it is 993012. 993012 is correct. Yes, Abhijay, Mitesh, Abha. Sandeep, I'll quickly show you, since you asked me 56 times 98, I'll just show it to you right here in a minute. This is for Sandeep. So on the right hand side, the base is 100. On the right hand side, you have 44 and minus 02. 56 minus 2 is 54. And 44 times 2 is vertically is 88. That's your answer there. Is that clear? Yes? Sandeep, is that clear? All right. Thanks, Sandeep. All right, let's move on. So just solve 993,012. Most of you have got this concept. With that, let us move on to above the base. There we go. So far, we were doing numbers which were below 10, below 100, and below 1000, right? But there can be instances where numbers can also be above 10, above 100, and above 1000, right? So let's see this above the base. Let's see one example, and then I'm sure you all will be able to do it mentally also. Okay. So I will give a mental exercise of mental squaring. So I'm sure you're going to enjoy that. Before that, let's try and do 14 times 12. The base is 10 here. So 14 is more than 10 by 4. So you write plus 4 there, like this. And for 12, we write plus 2. So 14 plus 2 is 16, which you put on the first part of the answer. You'll also note that 12 plus 4 is 16 as well. So you either do 12 plus 4, or you can even do 14 plus 2. It's absolutely fine. And finally, as Abhijay says, 2 times 4 is 8. We multiply vertically like this. So 2 times 4 is 8. And my answer becomes 168. Is this clear to everybody? Type CSE in the chat box if it's clear. CSE is clear as a crystal. Type CSE in the chat box, clear as a crystal. Lovely, lovely. 4 sums for everybody on the board. I'll just number them for you. Guys, do these 4 problems. There'll be a carryover mutation. Don't miss that. Everybody, there'll be a carryover, right? Because the base is 10. There'll be a carryover. So don't forget that. Right, Mitesh? It is indeed 240. The first one is 240. Try that. Try B. Yes, Abhijay, you're right. Yes, Ayushi. Number C indeed is 342. Yes, Mitesh, you're right. It's 306. Number B. B is indeed 306. Yes, Abba, you're right. Come on, guys. Everybody solve this. And now see if you can do it mentally. Okay. Try and see, just experiment, take one of the sums here and try and see if you can really do it mentally. It'll happen. The next section is all about mental squaring. Excuse me. Yes, Abba, the last one is 288. Did you do it mentally, Abba? Yes, Ayushi. Yes, Mitesh. Good job, guys. Yes, Mitesh, you're right. Abhijay, you're right also. Okay. Now that this is done, I'm going to take you to a section called mental squaring. Okay. Now try to do these problems which I'm going to give you mentally. Okay. So keep your pens and papers down for the time being. Okay. Try to do it mentally. I'm going to bring up the first sum. And I want everybody to respond on the chat. Otherwise, I'll be clueless, right? So please respond on the chat and be interactive. Let's see your first sum. 101 into 101. See if you can do it mentally. I'll give you a few seconds. Try and see if you can do it mentally. Otherwise, I will tell you how to do it in the mind. I'll give you a few seconds. Do it mentally. Ayushi, Hitesh. See, I'm going to help you guys. See. What will come here in the place of the question mark? Abba, you're not right. Radha is good. Abhijay is good. See, I'm going to help you how to think. To do 101 into 101. What would be in the place of the question mark? Answer me that first. In place of the question mark, what would be there? Please type it in the chat box. Will be plus 0, 1. Okay. It will be plus 0, 1. Now, can you tell me what would be the, because of this value which we have got already, can you tell me the first part of the answer? 101 plus 0, 1, right? How much would that be? Absolutely, it would be 102 Ayushi and Soumya. Good job. Can you tell me what will be here now? In place of the question mark. Yes, Ayushi, Soumya, Mitesh. It will be 0, 1 also, right? So to come up with the second part of the answer here, we just need to square that number because it's being multiplied with itself, right? Because you have 0, 1 multiplied with 0, 1. So that becomes 0, 1, right? So your answer is 10201. All right? Your answer becomes 10201. Is this clear? Type CSC in the chat box if this is clear, right? Clear as a crystal. Just type CSC in the chat box. Clear as a crystal. Super. Let's go ahead and see the next sum. Okay. Come on, try these two problems mentally. 102 times 102 and 103 times 103. Please try that mentally. Yes, Ayushi. Good job. 10404 is correct. Good job, Mitesh. That was quick. Second one is indeed 10609. Clear for everybody so far? Yes. You want me to give you some more problems? Say bring it on, BIO, bring it on. If you like me to give you more problems, say bring it on, BIO. That's lovely. Okay, Uma, Ayushi, Abha. Come on, I bring the next set of problems now. 104 square. Do it mentally. Come on. All of you can do it mentally. It's simple and easy. 104 times 104. Ayushi, check your answer. 10816 it will be. Yes, Soumya. Yes, Radha, Mitesh. Yes, you're right. Good job, Ayushi. Now you verified your answer. Soumya is correct. Go for the next ones. Come on, complete all the 5 problems given to you on the board. Super. Mitesh, yes, is 11449. Good job. Soumya, Ayushi, Abhijay. Yes, you're right. Okay, so that was fun, right? Did you enjoy it? Say yes, if you absolutely did. Thanks, Mitesh, Ayushi, Uma, Abha. Thank you. Let's move on. But before that, there's a proof, okay? A lot of people say that Vedic math is just a bag of tricks. It's not. It's absolutely maths. There's absolutely a science behind it. And this is a principle, okay, as to why the method that I showed you works. Right? X is the base. It can be 10, 100, where A and B can be excesses or the deficiencies. Take it down and you can analyze this one later. Let's go on to the third part of the base method. Somebody asked me a question that what if one number is a single digit and the other one is a double digit? Right? Somebody asked me today, right now in the chat box. This is the solution to that. Let's see this. So we have 11 into 9, right? Here would be what? Plus, the base is 10. On the right hand side, there should be plus 1, like this, right? And for 9, it will be minus 1. All we have to do is subtract or add crosswise, right? So we see this 11 minus 1 gives me 10, 9 plus 1 gives me 10. So that is the first part. And now I multiply plus 1 with minus 1 like this mentally, which gives me minus 1. So can you tell me, how can you get the answer as 99? Can you please tell me, how would you get the answer as 99? Anybody, just go ahead, tell me. Okay, so all you need to do is just multiply 10 with the base. The base here is 10. Multiply the left hand side with 10 also, which is the base. Yes, Abha. So 10 times 10 is 100. Take away 1, get 99. That's how simple it is. Or whenever there's a negative, Try to make it a positive by multiplying by the base. The base here is 10. So 10 times 10 is 100. Take away 1 is 99. Right? Come on, try these two problems. 15 into 8 and 17 into 9. I hope I was able to answer your question, whoever asked me that time. I hope this is clear. 15 times 8. Absolutely. You see those answers coming in. Super. Yes, Soumya. This is 153 for the second one. Now you can do it mentally completely, okay? One, 101 into 99. That. Yes, Ritesh and Soumya, you're right, guys, got the right answer for the last one. 101 into 99. Double line, double line. 101 into 99 is double line, double line. Please check that. Here you multiply with 100. Be careful, okay? Not with a 10 here. The base is 100 here. So on the left hand side, you multiply with a. Come on, try that. Bring your answers. Come on, everybody. Abhijay, give me the right answer. Mitesh, give me the right answer. Soumya. Come on, others. All right. Let's move on. That was the base method. There's still some parts of it, but in the interest of time, I would like to take you through a general technique as well. Okay. I'm going to take you to the general multiplication. Okay. So the first method I showed you was multiplication by 11. It was a special technique. And then I showed you another special technique, which was a base method. The Sanskrit sutra for that was Nikhilam Navatashkaram Dashataha. That was the second sutra I showed you. I'm going to show you another sutra with the general technique. It's called the Urdhava Tiryak technique, or the vertically and crosswise. Okay. Let's see how we do this one. The pattern is absolutely visual. The rule is called vertically and crosswise, right? So we have to apply just that, vertically and crosswise. See the patterns. This is step one. The dots here represent the numbers. Okay. Be careful. Take it down. Take it down on your notebook now. The dots here represent the numbers. Right? So here you multiply 2 with 1. That gives you 2. All right. Next, what you need to do is do crosswise, just like the sutra says, vertically and crosswise. So you did vertically. Now you do the crosswise, like this, and add them up. Okay, so you do 3 times 2, which is 6, plus 1 times 1, which is 1. Add them up, right? 6 plus 1 is 7. Put that in the middle. And then you do the final step, which is vertical. All right. So you do 3 times 1 vertically. Okay, you multiply vertically, and 3 times 1. That's your answer, 372. just need to follow the steps, right? If you follow the steps, the answers can be done in one line, just like you see here. All right? Steps, follow the steps vertically, crosswise, vertically. Let's take another problem. You do it this time. Try this one. 49 times 73. Okay? 49 times 73. There'll be carryovers. Take the carryovers to the left-hand side. I'll also show you the sum, but first I want you guys to try it. Do the sum in one line, vertically and crosswise. Yes, Abba. I see your answers are correct. No, Ayushi, just check that. I'll help you, Ayushi. I'm waiting for the answers and then I'll explain. I got it right. Ayushi, I just explained that to you in a minute. What about the others? Come on, come up with your answers. Yes, Jayanti. Sandeep, you can do it left to right or even right to left. You can do it both. There's no problem on that. I will show it to you how to do left to right also. I'll share that with you, Sandeep. You're right. Good, Radha, Abhijay. See, the first step is 3 times 9, which is 27, right? So you put down 7, carry the 2, like this. Okay? 3 times 9 is 27, put down 7, carry the 2, right at the bottom. Then you do the crosswise, right? 3 times 4 is 12. 12 plus 7 times 9 is 63. 63 plus 12 is 75. Plus the 2 carryover which you have here is 77, right? Put 7 down, carry the 7 again. Put 7 down, carry the 7 again. And finally you do vertically again, right? So 7 times 4 is 28, right? 7 times 4 is 28, plus the 7 which you have here as a carryover. So 28 plus 7 is 35. So your answer is 3577. Yes, Sandeep, you're right. Okay, I'm going to give you one more sum, guys, and then we'll go into something else. Try this one, everybody. 36 times 81. Or I'll give you one more. 2 problems. Come on, try these 2 problems. 36 times 81 and 28 times 66. Please try that. Two problems on the board. Good, Jayanti, Mitesh, Abha, Hema, Mitesh. Uma, it should be 2916. Just check that, please, for me. 2916, Uma, for the second one. 36 into 81. It should be 2916. Hema, just check this problem. It should be 1848. 28 into 66 should be 1848. Abha, just check that. Some calculation errors you got. Yes, Abhijay, you're right. 1848. Yes, Ayushi. I'm going to take one of the problems and solve it for you. Okay, so I'm going to take this one here. 28 times 66. Okay, let's solve that. The first step is 6 times 8. Okay, I multiply vertically. That is the first step. 6 times 8 is 48. Right? Put 8 down, carry the 4. Next, I do the crosswise. 6 times 2 is 12. And 6 times 8 is 48. 48 plus 12 is 60. 60 plus this 4 is 64. We put down 4, carry the 6. Last step is 6 times 2 is 12 plus the 6. 12 plus 6 is 18. Your answer is 18. That's your answer. Is this clear? No problem, Hema. That's absolutely fine. Is this clear, Radha Crystal? Yes, no? Just type something, guys, so that I know we're all on the same page. Yes? Are you liking this? Yes? No? Super, Radha. Okay. Okay. If you want to see the left right, I'll show it to you, Sandeep. I just forgot that. So you have 1, 2 into 3, 4, right? See the rules which I gave you. Let's go to the last slide. See, Sandeep and everybody else, this problem can be done left to right as well. We did it right to left, but you can do it left to right. See how? We have to go backwards here. So the first step is vertically, right? This is the first step here. I'm going to write first, right? So 31 times 12, you first write 3 down because you're multiplying 3 and 1 together. That gives you 3 here, right? This is the second step for you. Crosswise. So you multiply 2 and 3 together. That gives you 6. And 1 and 1, that gives you 1. 6 plus 1 is 7. So that places in the middle. And finally, you have vertically the third and the last step. Okay. So vertically, you're going to multiply 2 times 1. It gives me a 2, which is the final units digit of my answer. So you get 372. Is this clear, Sandeep? Yes. I hope I was able to help you with the balancing rule. Yes. Okay. So there are rules here, guys, for how to do 3 digit by 3 digit, 4 digit by 4 digit, right? So it's just an extension of this pattern which I showed you. Okay, just for the curious nature, I want to show you the pattern for you, 3 by 3 digits. Just see the pattern. I'm not going to give you any problem, but just see the pattern. Okay. First step is vertical, which you already know. Second step is a crosswise, which you also already know. Right? The third step is a star. Why do I call it a star? Because it looks like a star, as you can see. Okay. The next step is a crosswise. And the final step is a vertical. You can do it left to right. You can go right to left. Either way is possible. And you can multiply a 3-digit number with a 3-digit number. Okay. But I'm not going to give you an example because that would really extend the scope of this talk. But you can take the steps down and try the sum on your own. Right? The sum is absolutely Sandeep. It's absolutely palindrome. So try a sum 1, 2, 3 into 4, 5, 6. Okay. You can copy the steps down and solve 1, 2, 3 into 4, 5, 6. Give me the answer later. So just copy the steps down. Write done once you have copied it. Okay. And then we'll move on to squares now. Typing done if you have done. Okay. Yes, Jayanti, you also solved it. Lovely. Yes, Sandeep, you solved it as well. Good job. Yes, Radha. Right. All right. So now let's seamlessly go to the next topic of squares and cubes. All right. So let me just load the slides for that. Just loading a slide, guys. Bear with me for a minute. Lovely. Okay, can you all see my slide, guys? Mitesh, check your answer. It's not 7088. Should be 56088, Mitesh. All right. So now, let us summarize whatever we have done so far. We started off with multiplication by 11. Then we moved on to the base method, where we saw below the base, above the base, above and below the base. And then we saw the vertically and crosswise, which was a general technique. Now, guys, I'm going to take you on how to master squares, cubes, and quartics. Right? This is the Vedic math way. Let's see this. Take this down. See how I have written a plus b whole square. I've written it in a different way today. Okay, with this please, and then I will explain myself. Let's copy this. Right. Say let's take a 2-digit number, right? Say we have to square 12. Just starting off with a very basic problem. The 12 square. We all know the answer is 144. But how do we do it in the Vedic maths way? The first step, all we need to do is square the first digit. Okay, that is a squared or 1. 1 squared is 1. All right. Then I need to multiply AB, which is 1 and 2. All right. So I do that. 1 times 2 is 2. Right. Is this clear so far? Please type in yes if it's clear. That I know you guys are understanding. All right. And the second last step which you need to do here is square the b, which is 2, right? 2 times 2 is 4. Then whatever is in the middle, just copy it down and add. All right. So there are 3 columns here. As you can see, units, tens, and hundreds. So each column will give you a single digit. Each column will give you a single digit. So from the units column, you get 4, which comes down like this. And for the tens column, just add 2 plus 2, that gives you 4. And then 1 comes down. So your answer for 12 squared is 144. All right. Let's take another example. It's actually a difficult one. Just 72 squared we need to solve. Okay. So the first step, you can take 7 as A, 2 as B. Okay. The first step is what we need to do is square 7. Square 7, that gives us 49. Put that down. Then I multiply 7 and 2 together. That gives me 14, like this. And last step, I just square the 2, which gives me 4. 2 squared is 4. Guys, just hang on. Just hang on. There's something I need to show you. Just hang on. 14 comes down. Just copy it down like this, and we add. Right? So 4 comes down from the units place. 14 plus 14 is 28. Put 8 and carry the 2 on top. Just carry the 2 on top. So 49 plus 2 is 51. That's your answer. 518. Right? So Radha, you got that correct. Abha, you got that correct. Come on, others, try it again. Okay, Jayanti, Abhijay, just check that. Yes, Jayanti, now you got it. Good job. Come on, others, please do it. Super, Mitesh. I'm going to give you one more problem. Squares. Please try this, everybody. Come on. 63 squared. Do it the way I
Namaste.
showed you.
Gauravji, sorry to interrupt.
Yes, please.
Is it possible to finish in another 3-4 minutes? We have the ambassador with us. So she would like to speak a few words and then any questions that people may have.
So I'll just wrap up in 2 minutes.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
No problem. Okay, guys. So time to end the workshop. I want everybody to solve this one. 63 squared. Quickly do it. Mitesh. Just check your answer, Mitesh. I'm going to solve this quickly. So you got 36. Then 6 times 3 is 18. 3 times 3 is 9. 18 comes down. And add it by units, tens, and hundreds. Yes, we get 396. Okay, so thank you so much for being such a supportive audience. And I hope you guys like the session. Thank you, everybody, for inviting me here. I hope session was fruitful for everybody. Thank you so much. All the best. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Gauravji. That was a wonderful session, and a lot of youngsters in the audience, I'm sure, have enjoyed it. So have we, although we are a little mathematically not so strong. We would like to, the Center for Soft Power would like to welcome Her Excellency Srimati Namrata S. Kumar. She's the ambassador of India to Slovenia, and she's the special guest for this session. Srimati Namrata Kumar assumed charge as the Ambassador of India to the Republic of Slovenia in 2020. A career diplomat, she joined the Indian Foreign Service in 1997. From September 1999 to 2002, she served in the Embassy of India in Cairo. She was a counselor and deputy chief of mission at the Embassy of India in Abu Dhabi from September 2011 to December 2014, following which she served as Director Joint Secretary in the A and RM Division of the Ministry of External Affairs. She subsequently served as Deputy Director General ICCR MEA from August 2015 until her appointment as the current Ambassador of India to the Republic of Slovenia. We welcome you to the session, Srimati Namrata ji. Please do share your thoughts.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Good afternoon there in India.
Good afternoon.
First of all, thank you, Center of Soft Power. It is a special privilege to be on this platform, especially because I do have a long association with the center from the day when the idea of establishing the center was conceived first jointly by ICCR and India Foundation. It was also at that time that we also conceived the idea of having Indian festivals under the brand name of Namaste, and today we have this festival in place. So I am a very, very satisfied person today to see that both the center and Namaste festivals are in place and going on in a very vibrant manner. Coming to the subject, Ganita and especially Vedic mathematics, I would like to just touch upon the soft power aspect of Vedic mathematics. Thank you very much for the previous previous speaker who had given an elaborate workshop on Vedic mathematics and introduced us to various tools and techniques. But speaking about the soft power aspect of Vedic mathematics, what I see the biggest strength of this Indian contribution to the world is in terms of three aspects, I would say. One is its pedagogical value. The phobia that many of the students who encounter at the time of learning the subject matter, and let me tell you, this is not just restricted to India. It is a universal fact that many students world over do not embrace this subject because there is some kind of fear attached to the subject. And that is where is the contribution of Vedic mathematics, which is sometimes discarded as, the kind of teaching technique which uses shortcuts, but no. Basically, it uses very simple techniques and simplifies learning mathematics. So that's where we have the strength of Vedic mathematics and its teaching methods, which I think we can take our mathematicians, if they embrace the teaching methods and take world over, will be a great contribution. It would be like yoga, where at some point of time, yoga was also restricted to elite class. And that's where I will come to the second point, which is attached with Vedic mathematics, and that is elitism attached to the subject mathematics. People think that only certain set of people or individuals having certain abilities can approach the subject, but that is not the fact. So like yoga, when India took this whole mission in massive way world over, taking yoga to the masses, with Vedic mathematics we can take mathematics to the masses. That is another second very biggest contribution that I think Vedic mathematics has to offer to the entire world, that we take the elitism out of this very subject. The access to simple mathematics can be taken from a certain section of people. to all the masses, where everybody can understand mathematics easily and use it in their daily lives. And third aspect I would like to mention is about its application, its relevance. Uh, Vedic mathematics is being more and more used in some of the very important applied areas like artificial intelligence, robotics, space sciences, where all you need is precision in calculation and speed in calculation. Now, this is where these what so far Vedic mathematics was termed as, offering shortcuts. But no, it's not shortcuts. It's the easy ways of calculating and making precise calculations, which are these days useful in the areas of AI, space technology, and robotics. So this is the third aspect of the strength that Vedic mathematics has. And if we embrace this and offer this as a solution to the whole world, to the children, to the masses, and to the applied world, I think that is the biggest soft strength of Vedic mathematics that comes from India, and India has to offer to the whole world. Thank you. Those are my comments on this, and I think we can open the session for Q&A now. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Srimati Namrata ji, and very kind of you to grace this occasion. We would like Gaurav ji to conclude with a few remarks and maybe take one or two questions if time permits. Thank you.
Absolutely, ma'am. You have echoed the right sense and right theme of Vedic mathematics. I completely agree to that, that Vedic math is also being used in artificial intelligence, machine learning. In fact, we in our organization, we have a research team. We have built an entire chatbot with the help of artificial intelligence. So you just need to talk to the chatbot, chat with it, and solutions of Vedic mathematics will come to you. So I'm so glad and honored to have been sharing the stage with you today, ma'am. And it's an absolutely honor. And I look forward to taking Vedic maths global as India's newest gift to the world.
Thank you, Gaurav ji, for it's been such a pleasure having you here, and I hope everyone had a great time doing these sums. It brings us, I think, like ma'am said, a lot of people don't really like math. It was very difficult to understand, and the concepts are very complicated sometimes. I think you made it really fun today, and I can see. I mean, I saw a lot of people also interacted, and it was a very fun session, and I'm really glad that you were there with us today. So for a kind reminder for today's evening program, we'll have at 5:30, we start off with a session on columns. So it's going to be art and science of sacred geometry. And following that, we have another panel discussion on technology and culture. I hope everybody makes it to the two sessions as well. Thank you so much. Namaste, everyone.